Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we're going to be taking on a Barioth. So let's go ahead and grab the quest in question. Do you see what I did there? I see what I did there. Whoops, didn't mean to talk to her again. And let's grab some food. Ooh. Acrobat with our Defender High is quite nice. And we got them both, which is even nicer still. Also, I think it's about time for us to buy Combo Book 3. Because we've got 4 and 5. Which are worthless without 3. So there we go. Now let's play with Barioth. Shouldn't have brought a full 5 hot drinks. Oh well. Let's just do this. Because this way it's like we've used none, but we have the effect. Which is slightly better than having used one and not replaced it. So Barioth's going to start right here in this central area. And is the environment stable? It probably is. Yes, it is. Which means no chance at Giginox. That makes me sad. And one of these popos is going to get wrecked. Definitely much more interesting than the intro videos where the monster's just moving around, attacking nothing. Because this way we at least get to see how Barioth hunts. Rather than how it intimidates the air. Hey, we got one hit after it moved. So ordinarily, priority 1 for me against Barioth would be break the wings, because that makes the fight easier. But in this case, I feel like I'm probably going to need the tusks more than anything else, and I'm going for the tail just because it's a tail, and I go for those. And for once, it's an easy-to-reach tail. Though, honestly, I really should just go for the wings. Making fights easier is kind of an important thing in this run. And if there's something I can do to make things easier to fight, then I should do it. I find it interesting that when Barioth first debuted in Monster Hunter Tri, it didn't have that shoulder check that it used a little while ago. And instead it had Nargacuga's zigzag jumps. But then in Portable Third, they had both Barioth and Nargacuga. And they, I guess, decided that, hey, we can't have Barioth doing Nargacuga's zigzag jumps in a game with Nargacuga in it. So they took away the zigzag jumps and gave it the shoulder check. And it's had the shoulder check ever since. And incidentally, I think I've explained that in like every video on my channel that has had a Barioth in it. But they've all been in different series, so I can't guarantee who's watched what. So I feel there's still value in saying it every time I encounter a Barioth in a new game. Ow. Another interesting thing about Barioth is its eyes change color when it rages. Ordinarily they're blue, but when it enrages, they turn red. Barioth is one of those monsters against whom poison is pretty good. Not because it does more damage than against other monsters, but because against fast monsters you don't always have openings, so poisoning them makes it so that you're still doing damage to them even when you can't catch up to them. So you say they only gave me one easy flash? That seems a little low. Why not two? Oh, for once I got saved by a wall altering a monster's attack direction type thing. And now we've actually gotten our poisoning on. Thankfully, you're pretty safe if you're behind a Barioth. Ow. And that is why they gave us the flash. And that is one wing. Let's go for the face. We do want to break those tusks. And I don't want to go for a wing when it's already knocked down, because then we just waste a potential future knockdown. Because breaking a wing when the Barioth is on all fours gets you a knockdown. And getting knockdowns is handy. Almost walked into that. Okay, bye. Where are you going? Oh, that way, huh? I can go that way. I don't mind going that way. Oh, are you gonna be eating a popo? Well, maybe if I didn't show up here. So Barioth, you gotta be a little wary when it comes into an area. Because unlike other monsters, it doesn't just fly straight down. It'll lunge at you. Like if you're in an area when it's still flying in, you can't just sit on your laurels. Also, Barioth has another interesting quality in that it can't roar when it's tired. Like, it'll do the animation, but no sound comes out because he just, I guess, is too tired to fill his lungs. Like, more than most other monsters, Barioth becomes significantly weaker when tired because can't roar, can't do its ice breath. Though I think that's probably a thing that they made happen in order to make up for the fact that Barioth is ordinarily a very quick monster. So I guess they wanted to make sure that you had plenty of opportunities to strike back at it when it was done being quick. We should actually save the next wing break for after it's done being tired. Because if we knock it down while it's tired, then that's a little bit of a waste, because it stays down for the same amount of time no matter when you knock it down. And if you knock it down when it's raging, then that means you avoid more of its rage time. Whereas if you knock it down when it's tired, then oh no, it spends time when it's already tired not moving. Which, I mean, we can all agree is a totally necessary thing to do. Make a tired monster hold more still. And there we go. I know I need to sharpen. And now seems as good a time as any. Especially because he decided to just be tired there. And now that it's mad, we can go for that other wing. Should be pretty close to breaking, I would imagine. Where you going, buddy? I need your wing. And there we go. So now we're avoiding some rage time, and there's the Tusk break, so we have got all the breaks that we're going to get, because we've got all the breaks there are to get. And I really am wondering if there's a sparkly under this tail. So now is not the time to find out, but now is. Nice. A spike is pretty good. Admittedly, a tail would be better. And okay, there's no sparklies to be got. But hey, we got a jumbo bone. That's something that we probably don't ever need, but doesn't hurt to have, I guess. And we got a limpy kitty. Because Barioth is very clearly a saber-toothed cat. Or at least a wyvern based on such. And since we don't really have anything better to do... Ooh. Again, ooh. Again, ooh. Where were these when I needed them? Okay, let's go to the Barioth. It's actually faster for us to go this way, though not by much. Because no matter which way we went, it would have been 3 load screens. It's just these load screens are a little closer together than the others. Had we gone the other way, we would have had to go all the way across the largest area in this map. Though admittedly, most of the time that we saved was lost going around this area to the place where we could climb up. But I'm pretty sure we still saved a few seconds by going the way we did. Take that, Barioth. Just getting your toes tickled and falling out of the sky. I think we've only gotten 1 poison on this thing. Ow. Oh, there's another poison. And there we go. Unfortunately, we didn't give it a chance to give us any sparklies, which, having broken both of its wings, it actually can give us sparklies. Once they're both broken, if it does its fly up and then dive down at you and spin and attack, then it'll drop a sparkly, I think, twice per quest, maybe 3 times. And we got a nice variety of items. including some tusks, which is good. I believe the tusks are what we're probably going to need the most of. If we want to make its weapon, that is. But yeah, didn't let it give us a sparkly, but we did kill it. And that's a thing. Hey, little guys. How's it going down there? Barioth's a pretty neat monster. I'm glad it came back in Double Cross. I kind of wish that it was in World. But as far as I can tell, there's no ice area in World, and therefore no room for Barioth to exist. Plus, Legiana basically occupies the same niche, being a fast ice-flying wyvern. And we've got a good amount of Barioth stuff from the rewards, too. I think we got, like, one of everything it could drop except its tail. So now the question of the day is, did we get enough Barioth stuff to make the Barioth weapon? Let's find out. So we're going to need to make the Assassin's Dagger. And then from there, Icicle Spike. And yeah, we did get exactly enough shells. And we even got one spike extra. But to upgrade it, we need one more Claw, one more Frost Sack, and then Great Jaggy Claw pluses. So we can't upgrade this in low rank. Though, honestly, considering it's not really much lower raw than our current weapon, and it's got the 10% affinity, and it's 130 ice instead of 250 poison, it is going to be better against things like, say, Ceadeus than our current weapon would be. That said, I don't think I really want to use ice against Ceadeus. I don't recall Ceadeus being very weak to ice. It's Dragon and Thunder are the things to use, but I think in reverse order there. And Fire also, I think, is better than ice. But let's see here. So there's a 2.5, or it's a 10% chance to do 25% more damage. So on average, it's 2.5% more damage, which is really not much in this case. That is less than 5 extra attack on average. And since the element doesn't crit, then yeah. So actually our Shadow Saber still does more raw on average, like by a lot. Well, not a lot, but by enough. But the poison on monsters where the poison is worthless and ice is decent, then it would be not the worst to use the Barioth weapon. You want me to fight the Ceadeus? Yeah, I'm not going to do that just yet. And I'm not entirely certain what weapon I want to use against it. Yeah, except the village is savable, and I'll see to it. Yeah. Sure. I mean, he's literally right next to us. It's not like he can't hear what we're saying right now. You get all that, Chief? Well, yeah, because she's right across the counter from you. Of course she told you to. You were right here. You heard it. Oh. Oh no. Sure. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm sure you couldn't have. Uh-huh. But then, like, there's something even bigger than Cedeus that is known to exist on land. Gen Moran. And yet, they're like, oh, something underwater couldn't possibly be that big. Like, seriously, in like the real world, the largest mammals or animals known to exist are all aquatic. So it would just stand to reason that the biggest monster in the entire series would actually be aquatic. And it's probably something we've never seen before, because it would have to be bigger than Dolometer. But whatever. I am certain that Cedeus is not the largest aquatic monster in this universe. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna hunt it, just not quite yet. There's still some preparations I want to do. But I could drive it off. Actually, I could probably drive it off with just the weapon I've got right now. But I feel like I can do better. No problem. Okay. So... Oh, wait. I need to talk to my Shokla, because I haven't done that in a little while. Thanks for the mushroom. See, this guy gets it. He at least got me a scale. Alright. So with that, we're going to end this episode. And join us next time when we're going to, if it exists, we're going to do something with a Rathian. Because we still need a Rathian webbing if we want to make our laggy weapon, which I do. So yeah, join us next time for hopefully Rathian. And if not, then I'll probably do one of the key quests in Tanzia. Who knows? Either way, see you then, friends.